Speaking of horror, I just recently watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre again, the original. Yeah. It's on YouTube,
Toby
actually.
Hooper.
Yeah, somebody uploaded the full movie, so if you've never seen it, you can check it out until it gets flagged. And I watched that movie when I was like 12 or 13, when I was like a teenager, and I liked it, but I didn't really appreciate it for being special. I just thought it was like any other slasher. But watching it now that I'm into movies, I'm a little bit older. That really is like one of the greatest horror movies ever.
When he slams that fucking tin door.
Yeah.
Boom!
Well, I think there's a lot of things about that movie that it doesn't really get praised for that are super awesome. Like the fact that it's shot mostly during the day.
Yeah.
That is, wow.
The fact that, and it's really pretty the way it's shot. And I feel like there's a lot of points in that movie. I read a review and I totally agree that said that this is the only movie that actually hits levels of being nightmarish. Where there's just stuff happening on screen and it's just so visceral. You're like, yeah, this is like some horrible thing I would dream up. Yeah, just like...
And uncontrollably not be able to escape from.
Yeah, and just for the fact that it came out in 1974 and you literally have some girl running through the woods with a fat guy with a creepy mask chasing her with a chainsaw. It's like, this is the nightmare. This is what everything else derives from. Like, this is at its purest form. Yeah. It's a really good movie.
You make a good point about that being during the day. And that is... Because when you see a normal horror movie, you wait for the daytime to feel safe.
Yeah.
And that's interesting that, you're right.
This whole movie's
during
like
the day,
filmed during the day, basically.
Fucking scary.
I agree with all the stuff you said, but I hate that movie. I just don't want to watch it. I agree on all the things. Like, it did all those things.
Yeah.
Same with like House of a Thousand Corpses to me. It's just too much. I can't handle it.
That's the brilliance of it, though, because you are actively watching it and feeling bad, and that's why it's such a good horror movie.
Which is why I can't handle it.
I just don't enjoy that.
Yeah, it's not for me.
But I heard 2 was better anyway, so I skipped right to it.
Okay, so you know what?
Speaking
of that. I watched the first one and I got interested. I was like, I always hear the second one's bad. So I started looking it up. I couldn't find it online. The first one's all on YouTube, but I can find clips of the second one on YouTube.
Yeah.
It looks fucking awesome.
Bill Moseley,
and I am
it's so good.
Dying to watch it.
Awesomely bad.
I have it if you want to borrow it.
Awesomely bad, but awesomely badly awesome.
Yeah.
Like it almost like if the first movie was mashed up with Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
It's just like really well produced and kind of hokey, but at the same time, disturbing. Like the things that they're portraying is like when you really stop and think about it, it's like, wow, that's really like gruesome and macabre, but it's presented as a joke. So it kind of works in this weird, unsettling way. It looks cool. I'm dying to check it out. I'll let you know if I find it.
There's a third, a fourth. I mean, there's one point where like.
Yeah, well, I don't want to watch Beyond 2.
It gets pretty goofy Beyond 2. Before they started doing with the remake, there was like other sequels where I think there was a female Leatherface.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
I think that was 3.
I think that was 3.
And then they did
Matthew McConaughey, I think,
Texas
was in
Chainsaw
4.
Massacre: New Generation is the 4th one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
Yeah,
they're both in it.
They're both in it. 2's good though. Bill Moseley plays. There's like a whole family expanded on.
Yeah, but the first one is really artistic. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And there are parts that make you feel uncomfortable, but it's like something straight out of a nightmare, and it's awesome if you're into horror. Obviously, if you're into horror, you've probably seen it, but I just rewatched it.